What's up, everybody? This is Justin Flitter coming to you live in Northern Virginia with the Justin Flitter Podcast by Mom Intro Medicine. It's been a while. It's been a minute, as they say. I haven't been here in a while, so... Why? Well, I've been working on other things. Not that I don't want to work on this, I'm just trying to figure out new ideas, figure out new direction, work on new projects, get the clinic up and running even better than it has been this year. 2020 is a new year, and I feel like I can make a lot of progress. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been working on the Kung Fu equation as well, so if you've been listening to that, we've been doing the 6 steps to success. And I really believe that those 6 steps will push you in the direction that you have been waiting to go for a very long time. And I've been listening to them as well. Even after I record them, I know what I've said. I know what Hosea said. But me going back and listening to myself really puts me in the mindset that I need to ensure that I stay on the track to success. So this year, you may have also noticed that I've been doing more of the Tai Chi lessons on YouTube. So make sure you check out our YouTube channel to see the latest lessons in Tai Chi. Keep up with your own practice. I'll keep up with mine. And today, this podcast, I want to tell you why I do not recommend that you make New Year's resolutions. I know it's well past the new year, but I want to give you some insight as to why I didn't make any on January 1st and why I didn't even make a podcast on January 1st, like many other people did, trying to tell you, oh, this is a way to get yourself started for the new year. Even for the Kung Fu equation, we didn't really do that. We focused on the 6 steps to success because we believe that was way more important, and I believe so too. So on this podcast, it's just you and me. And let me talk to you a little bit about why making resolutions is not a good idea. It's something that we should be very, very careful with. I personally don't make them. And this is why. Because so many people fail by the time they get through mid-January, end January, or even at the latest, if they last the longest compared to others, that's mid-February. So they get to mid-February and they decide, yes, I've gotten so close to my goal, but I'm still not seeing the progress that I want to. I'm still not seeing the results that I had hoped for by this time. I'm so busy. I got some other things that have come up on my plate. I got to deal with the kids. I got to deal with my stuff. I got to deal with work. I got to deal with school. I got to deal with life. Excuses. Excuses. You found an excuse to make the resolution, and you've yet again found an excuse to break your resolution. Here's a question for you. Why is January 1st any different from any other day of the year? Sure, the calendar year changes, but is there like this some big shift in your life? Is there some big shift in society? I mean, according to how businesses run and operate and schedules and planning, etc. Yeah, it makes a difference. But for you personally, January 1st, does it make a difference? No. It's another day in the year. It's no different from January 10th. It's no different from December 5th. It's no different from September 3rd. It's no different from May 14th. It's another day in the calendar year. If you want to make a change in your life and you have to wait until January 1st, especially if you sucked at completing your resolution the previous year, you're wasting a lot of damn time. You want to make a change in your life, you make it starting right now. You have to make a decision. If you can't decide in this very moment that you want to change your life, you never will. Sounds a bit harsh, but it's the truth. Everything happens with a decision. Everything happens in a moment. You do not need to wait until 2 weeks from now. It's going to be January 1st, so I'm going to come up and make my resolutions, and this is what I plan to do the next year. All right, you got 2 weeks from then until the January 1st. What are you going to do during that 2-week time period? Nothing? Plan? Hopefully that's enough, but 2 weeks is way too long. I do not understand why people wait until January 1st to make a change in their life. I'm going to start going to the gym this year more. What about the last year? Why didn't it work then? Is there some magic pill that you suddenly received in the mail and it says, take this on January 1st and your life will be different? Good Lord. I'm serious here. I don't mean to be, to sound disgruntled or upset, but it bugs me the fact that people hang on to a specific time, a specific moment, a day of the week, a day of the year, or even decades in their lives. So year 40, I'm going to make a change. Year 50, I'm going to make a change. There's a big moment. There's a milestone. Great. Let me remind you. Repeat this after me. I only live once. You only live once. You only get one chance at this life. You want to wait 2 weeks and blow it away until the new year starts? That's completely up to you. That is completely on you. Now let me be clear. I am not here to judge you. I am not here to judge me, because judgment serves nobody any good. I don't judge myself. I look upon the failures that I've made and I look at them as a way for me to progress forward. It's something that I learned, and I use that each day, each moment that I have failed at something. Each day that I succeed at something, I do not dwell on it. I notice that I succeed, I acknowledge it, and I move on. Somebody wants to give me a pat on the back, that's very nice of them. I'll accept their pat on the back, but it doesn't make a difference in who I am and what it is that I am out to accomplish in this world. A resolution is not something I need. Every day is a resolution. My life is a resolution. I have been gifted with a purpose, and if I feel that I am not fulfilling that purpose on a daily basis, and that I have to wait until a New Year's Day or New Year's Eve for me to say I'm ready to put my right foot forward, then I have lost. You have lost. So what do you need in order to feel inspired? Well, do you feel inspired? I feel inspired. I feel inspired just sitting here talking with you. Whether you're listening intently or not, that's your choice. I'm here talking intently with full intention. This inspires me right here, right now. So what is it that inspires you to make a change? What do you love about your life? What could you love more about your life? What could you love about your business? What could you love about your job? What could you love about the people in your lives? Who are the ones that fulfill the needs for you? We shouldn't depend on them, but we should understand that we do receive from others. Each and every one of us is a gift in this world. And you are a gift, which means that your gift is not meant to be kept, but rather to be given away. Resolutions provide no resolution. The solutions in your life are right in front of your eyes. And it boils down to how you create your life. What are you doing with your life right now in this very moment? Is this podcast serving your need? If it's not, turn it off. No, don't do that, of course. Stay here with me. But hopefully there's a message that you'll find throughout this podcast somewhere that will give you the inspiration to make a change in your life now. What is the thing that you've been waiting on to do this entire week? What's the thing that you've been putting off that you know you need to do? I want you to think about that. Put that in your mind right now. Think about it. What is the thing that you have been putting off that you know you need to complete in this very moment? Is it studying for a test? Is it taking care of paying some bills? Is it completing a project at home that you know you've been putting off for some time now? Like for me, I have to change a couple things in my house, some bathroom fans, some other things in my house, and I know I need to do them. I just have to get in my car, go to the store, buy the fans, come back and replace them. That is it. The process always sounds simple, and it is simple. The process to completing a resolution, losing weight, making more money. The process is simple if you have a plan. The problem is that we don't execute the plan. That's my little plug for the Kung Fu equation, where we talked about the 6 steps to success, and those were 2 of them, planning and execution. If you don't execute your plan, your resolution is just a wish. I wish I lost weight. I wish I had more money. I wish my life was better. Do you wish for things in your life? Or do you take action and ensure that they come true? I really do believe from deep down in my heart that having a resolution can be dangerous for you. That's why I don't make them. You get attached. You get attached to the new year. You get attached to January 1st. It's just another day. It's no different than any other day in the year. Your resolution, put it aside. And instead, think of the change that you want to have in your life and commit to making that change starting right now. You're not going to see results for a little while. Why? Because your results are most likely, or your expectation for your results, are most likely clouded by the fact that they're way too darn big. That means that any small increment of change is going to go unnoticed to you, unless you are well practiced in seeing the little things in life. But those who are focused on the little things in life tend to lose the bigger picture. Do not become attached to the resolution. Do not become attached to the change. Do not become attached to the failure or the success. Do not become attached to any of it. Just commit yourself to making the change for the greater good, for whatever you believe your purpose is. Fill it with passion, fill it with energy, and commit your breath, your time, and your energy to the fulfillment of your goal, your purpose in life. And you will find the resolutions, just like I do, you will find that they serve no greater good than what you can already provide. Ultimately, we are here on this journey of life to find ourselves. We are here to serve others, but to find ourselves along the way. It reminds me of a great quote by Pablo Picasso. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Do not become attached to your gifts. Do not become attached to giving away your gifts, to receiving gifts. No expectations, no attachments. Just live your life, because you only live once. Give away everything that you possibly can. Your knowledge, your material goods. Give away as much of it as you possibly can, while at least holding on to things that help you to thrive so that you can continue to give your purpose to those in your life, the people that you meet. You only get one chance at this life, so don't depend on a resolution to make the change. Start your change now, before it's too late. That's it for this week's podcast. I'm Justin Flinner, and this is the Justin Flinner Podcast by My Mentor Medicine. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful 2020, and I look forward to talking to you more. Have a good one.
This podcast is brought to you by My Mentor Medicine, an organization that is dedicated to helping people improve their lives by learning to empower themselves and take control of their own life. Any form of reproduction or distribution of this podcast is strictly prohibited. Should you have any questions on using this podcast or information that is contained within this podcast, please write to info@mymentormedicine.com.